Hello, welcome to this video. So, I'm gonna be a little awkward because I don't really know, but I've seen a couple of videos of people giving advice on how to fill up sketchbooks, but I want to specifically do it like how to make it like really decorated, I guess, because that's what I do. My sketchbooks, I have a couple of chunky sketchbooks, and then just to show how I decorate them and my thought process behind them, just because I feel like it and I have nothing really to do. So let's get into that. First, I'm gonna get a couple of my my chunky sketchbooks to show you a couple. Though the drawings in them may not be good. That's because I think a couple of them are from years ago or even months ago. So yes, let me go get them. Don't mind that I changed my shirt and that it might look a little bit like it's later in the day, because it totally isn't later in the day. But I decided to only show you one of my sketchbooks, which, of course, had to be the best one, the fattest freaking one. So, I'm just going to show you a couple examples of them, of different things you can do to make your sketchbook chunky, or, of course, then in general, just do the separate spreads. A lot of things, the number one advice is just to collect stuff. Honestly, just collect stuff. I mean, even just receipts, bottle tabs. Just get a whole bunch of stickers. You can just I got just a big fat pack of Sonic stuff, and it just had a whole bunch of stickers. Literally anything. Just collect papers, little trinkets. If you want your sketchbook to be extra thick, just get, I don't know, glue pins in there, I guess. I don't know. But make it for you. You don't have to make every single page complicated, you know? But here are just some examples. These ones aren't super complicated. They have a couple of stickers and sticky notes, which then, I don't know. The word I'm going to use is layer it, so add papers on top of each other. This is the back of a receipt of a Spencer's. A Spencer's receipt. This is the back of one, which, just added a little bit of difference, Sticky note, McDonald's thingy, my Bobby. Don't know how to describe it. One thing I do now, on top of it though, if I want to add something to the page, I'll add a sticky note just to have it, I don't know, I think it looks nice and cool. But then also a benefit of that is if you mess up on something and, I draw way too hard, so when I erase stuff, it's still there. Just add a sticky note on top of it, and then it'll add, a little bit of character to the page. You can literally just pick out anything, layer stuff on top of them, and for a while, I was also kind of using this as a diary, using my sketchbooks as diaries in a way. Say if I went somewhere, I would then theme the page off of that, or if there's a date that I want to remember, like my mom, she has hydrocephalus, I think that page is in here. She had to get brain surgery done because hydrocephalus is with the brain, and I wanted to remember the day that it was on, so I made a page in my sketchbook for it. Let's see if it's in here. I'm pretty sure it is, but here's just a quick example of like diary entry. Went to Minnesota with my dad, and I would keep receipts for stuff and places that we went and put them in here and wrote stuff about them to then remember what I did there. See, this was then Circus World in Minnesota. Let me find the one for my mom's surgery. I made this page in my sketchbook to remember that my mom had her brain surgery. She's had 16 brain surgeries, or 15 or 16. So I wanted to make sure that I remembered it. But back to making collages and stuff. This is just a whole bunch of random junk. This is the background of, or this was from a package. Add receipts to then flip them up. This is from McDonald's fries, and it's also useful as a pocket. Very nice, very nice. This is a whole bunch of stuff together. This is a gum wrapper with then some tags from a plushie. That's the plushie that I got. Add a whole bunch of stuff. It's layers upon layers of stuff, which makes it thicker. Oh, it also then makes the pages stiffer, so then it becomes chunkier. When you add, especially then when you add stuff front to back, it'll make things thicker and stiffer. So then, yeah. Then this is again layering, just adding a whole bunch of junk. I mean, some of these pages in this sketchbook specifically don't even have some drawings in them. It's just a whole bunch of scrapbook stuff. But personally now, I like to make it so then there's at least a drawing on every single page, even when it's just a whole bunch of junk. A whole bunch of receipts. Another thing you can do is add cardboard, which then obviously makes it thicker. There's a couple pages in here with cardboard. Another thing you can do is add textured paper. I went to the dollar store and found just a package full of different color paper, or different kinds of papers, different textures and stuff as well, which then adds to a touchy feeling too. If you want to have, I don't know, all 5 senses, I guess. Again, remembering what I did in Minnesota at the hotel, we went swimming. So that's me and my sister going to the pool. And actually, the clown at Circus World, very nice, Baraboo, Wisconsin, he signed it. Very nice. It was a lot of fun. A fun idea too is with your have a sketchbook and go traveling with it. It can even be like a mini one. I do have a mini one. I haven't finished it though at all, but you can do that. This background here is just a pride flag, which then has Pokemon cards, receipts, and then part of a blind box that I got. This is the blind box, and this is what I got out of it. You can even add random boxes. This is from a microwave meal that I had one time, and I don't even remember if it was good or not, but just reminded me of, say you don't eat like that anymore. I don't know, remind you. This has cardboard as well. When it comes to pages, a lot of times though, I'll have a whole bunch of random stuff laying around. I'm a little bit of a hoarder, okay? I keep random stuff knowing that I could use it for a sketchbook page. But keeping with the color scheme, very nice. Keeping with a specific theme, say I found one piece, I found this piece first, and then I based that piece off of everything else. So then it all connects together. Very nicely, of course, though. Let's see if I can find another example for that. I found this from a magazine. It's Mature Focus. And I had that piece first, and then I found a whole bunch of other things that then would either be a color scheme or kind of tie into it with the theme, and then just make a full-on spread of it. It doesn't even have to be that great. It can just be a random stuff. This one I had, this is also another example, had this Hello Kitty checklist, and then this Minecraft checklist as well, so that I combined them together and made this character and put it in there to then make it all nice and tied in together. This one again is another example. I don't remember where I got that from, but then I found a whole bunch of other things then that would tie into it with the colors and then drew that character. I think I got this off of Pinterest. You could also then fill up your stuff with just random stuff off of Pinterest as well, if you struggle with that. And not every single page has to be glorious. I mean, look at this. I was in an art block. I think it's good to even draw in your art block. Just draw random things, or even just fill up a page and just go, yeah, I was having art block, because I guess it shows you growing as a person. So then you can look back and see, okay, yeah, this is what I'm like while in art block, and then what I'm like when I'm not in art block. And it can go very well for you. I don't know. I think it's kind of therapeutic just to draw even when they're having rough days. More cardboard of a beer box. And then, again, use random stuff for pockets. There's nothing in there, though. One thing I collect, though, like I already said, is pop tabs. Put them in there. Throw anything you want in there. I mean, literally anything. Literally anything. Anything could be put into your thingamabobby. Use some hot glue. Use super glue. Literally anything. Just throw a whole bunch of junk. I don't know. Though, I'd say that my sprites nowadays aren't as junky as it was before. The sketchbook was started in May 31st, which now it's March. And these are my pages more. These are my pages now, so they're less junky and they're more clean, I would say, as before. Just put a whole bunch of random stuff. Find the aesthetic of the page that you want. If you want it to be messy, make it messy. If you want it to be nice and clean and have a meaning behind it, then do that. Or what I did, or some of these pages, it's like kind of cut in half. So this is all themed together, and then this is themed together, you know. Or just put random stuff together and find it. I mean, this page, it's all pink. I have all pink stuff. So I drew Amy from Sonic because I had these stickers. This Peach Riot, this figure, I've been keeping the cards, trying to find out what I want to do with it. Stickers that match with it then. Put sticky notes, you know. Just put really anything, you know. And these ones, I first made this one, so then I glued it on there. And I wanted more colorful stuff, so I added these. Another flip down thing. This advice wasn't the best when it comes to building a sketchbook. Put your personality into it. If you want it to be messy, make it messy. Maybe don't become like a hoarder and just collect a whole bunch of things. But if you find some things, set them aside and go, okay, yeah, these are actually, it's not trash. You know, you can actually use them. But if you're just collecting things to just collect things, get out of that habit. You will turn into a hoarder. And thankfully, I have stopped myself from becoming a full-on hoarder. I used to be a full-on hoarder. Why am I telling you these things? This is about sketchbooks. Have fun, create, and I hope this video was okay, because I'm just rambling for 12 minutes and 26. Whatever. I hope you enjoyed this, and I plan on posting a sketchbook tour for this one, which is another fat sketchbook of mine. Which then I can go more into, I guess, how I do things. But I hope this helped you. Have a great time, Princess or King, or whatever the fuck you want to be.